What are you sitting at right now? Like, what's your body weight?
My current body weight, it is last time I weighed myself was at 162.
162.
Yeah.
And then in July, because that's when we did 1 month, right? I remember like I literally just moved in here, and then that night I was going into my room for the first time, bro, and you fucking called me, and you were like, "Yo, bro, like let's do something." You know what I mean? Like with fitness, like let's.
Yeah.
But like, so how much did you weigh then? So like last July, how much did you weigh?
First time I reached out to you, man, I was at about July. I want to say maybe like seen at 200.
200. Damn, bro. So 40 pounds of fat just
Yeah.
gone in basically a year. Because right now we're in what, June?
In June. Yeah.
Yes, sir. 40 pounds. And like, how would you compare? Because at first it was kind of like we went for like a month, hella strong, and then you kind of did your own thing, and then we like reconnected after like another 6 months, right? But how would
Yeah.
you?
So the first time when I started the program, yeah, I was in it dedicated for like what, 2 months, I'd say.
Yeah.
But then after I just kind of, it helped a lot for sure because I was coming from the complete dark. I've obviously had my background of working out a little bit, but nothing
Uh,
crazy.
yeah.
So when I started working out with you, bro, I mean, it was completely different. I actually was on the program, the routine,
Yeah.
hitting the workouts that you were giving me to then actually, damn, I remember that's when I actually had something happen. So
Hmm.
then that's when I told you I have to step away from that. But I really gained, a lot of knowledge from that. So then I started taking that and applying it by myself with working out, trying to have the same routine that what we were following through with. And then on the macros, just keeping the same macros that you gave me from the beginning and trying to keep it at that and like trying to see if it fit every time with like food and stuff like that. I know you kept telling me like protein was going to be the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Just try to hit that as much as I could. And dude, it literally changed once we started linking up again back in what, like December, right?
Yeah. Or actually, I think it might have been. Yeah, no cap. It was like right
Sooner.
before the New Year, like
Yeah, it
because
was like right before New Year.
yeah,
We had the like ball already rolling, and then by like New Year, dude, we were already in it.
yeah, no, yeah, that was raps. No, yeah, I remember. And because yeah, I think like just like being in person too, because that's what you hit me up just to like, yo, bro, let's work out. You know what I mean? And you
In
started,
person, yeah,
yeah, you started coming through every like Friday, kind of just like on some casual stuff, like just
yeah,
that's what we were doing. We were just hanging out, and then I was like, yo, bro, like let's lock in. You know what I mean? And we did, and it fucking
yeah.
game over, bro. Because literally, like, but what do you think was that change? Was it like a mental change? Like, what happened with that? Like,
Well, I mean,
get
honestly,
locked in.
the conversation that we had when we were playing pool that day, remember that at night?
Yeah. Yeah, that was
I was like,
savage, bro.
dude, I want to change, bro. Like, I want this year to be
Yeah.
personal for me. Like, like I'm still thinking, obviously, about going to either the Marines or something,
Yeah.
considering that. And then I remember the conversation that we had from that day. You're like, dude, I mean, what's the worst thing you can gain out of this? And I was like, well, I mean, what do you mean? You're like, bro, nothing. You're like, if anything, you're gonna be in better shape. By the time you get
Yeah.
into camp, you're gonna be ready to go. I was like, bro, I was like, you're right. I mean, like, the only things that are gonna come out of this are positive things. And literally just that mental switch, like of having, like knowing that I'm gonna have someone by my side to work out with, to help guide me to what to do, like physically and mentally. And then like, dude, all the stuff that you would just post would like relate to me and hit me a lot. So I would just always be paying attention to that, always showing up to the workouts. And then, obviously I didn't see the big major change until I stopped drinking.
Yeah.
Also, like definitely switching my routine, my schedule to like actually getting the full 8 hours of sleep, hitting the macros and showing up consistently, dude. Just boom, it
Game over.
happened.
Yeah. And I feel like, dude, that's like, it's all, bro, everything's mental. Like, it starts and ends with the mind, bro.
Literally.
At the end of the day, like, even I tell people with like, well, let's say like someone like ends a program or like they start or like stop early or whatever, I'm just like, and maybe they reach out again, like later on. Um, if they can't fully commit or for whatever reason, I'm just like, well, bro, like the first time you hit me up, like, do those macros work? Like, that's your body. I base it off your body, off your BMR. At this point, like, if you're gonna commit to like doing a program and doing one-on-one coaching, it's just all mental at that point. You know what I'm saying? It's like the science doesn't change, the like the fundamentals, the zeros and ones of showing up, doing your workout, doing more on the pull-ups, doing more on whatever it is, like just the whole progressive overload in the gym, like that doesn't change.
Yeah.
That's like the easy part. You know what I'm saying? Like even with coaching, it's kind of like everything that you've done in the gym, it's like you've picked it up like that. Or it's just like we'll just be like, oh yeah, now we do this, now we do that. And then the real work was like, all right, bro, how are we gonna like cook? You know what I'm saying? Like, how are we gonna meal prep? How are you gonna eat? How are you gonna like how are you gonna okay, this big party's happening on Saturday. How are you gonna approach that? How are you gonna set boundaries? That was like the real work. You know what I'm saying? Because like the
It
gyms,
still is, to be honest,
yeah,
and I mean that's still, yeah, one of the big things that I struggle with is, preparing for, a big event, or knowing that I'm going to go out, and have a busy day running errands. I should already be prepared, which I'm
yeah,
still working on, but did I know that once that happens, the meals are like game changer.
yeah, it's game over. But yeah, bro, I think like, and then mentally, like, where did you go to, like, in order to like, because once you whole drinking thing, because obviously like we had conversations and like I give you perspective and stuff and tell you like, all right, bro, well, if this is like think about it, like I'd give you perspective, period. You know what I'm saying? But then
Yeah.
and I would give you like tips, like, all right, bro, well, these are things you could say, these are things you could do. But like at the end of the day, like where did you go to mentally to finally like to just be like, all right, this is my foot in the ground. I'm setting my boundaries in my way in X fashion. Like where did you go to like internally? Like what was the thought process?
Well, when I really had to, say I got to stop this and, hit that e-brake was by literally changing my work schedule,
Yeah,
because I myself, really couldn't say no to my, friends. It's something that I struggle with.
yeah,
They're my boys. And I understand that, they should respect, the way that I feel and want to approach my fitness. But, at the end of the day, I just had to step away,
yeah,
I just got to have that battle between myself. That's all it is, dude. If you can't tell people no, then you got to tell yourself, hey, man, I'm better than this, and step away, give yourself that time and space,
yeah,
and just grind.
yeah. And bro, even like literally, I do share screen. Even right here, bro. Can you see?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you take a look right here, like I feel like even if you go down the feed, like even like your look changed. You know what I mean? And I post about that like all the time. And people say it too. And like I know like Columba's told me hella times. She's like, no, yeah, tell him congratulations,
Dude,
felicidades.
she's killing it, bro.
Yeah, she's killing it.
She no cap, bro. She's on top right now.
Yeah. But like even like right here, bro, like check that out. Like obviously like right there you were like on it and stuff.
Yeah.
That's the beginning, right? So you're a little more like, but like look at your yeah, like right there you're kind of like it's good. You know what I'm saying? Like you're like, yeah, I'm about to do this. I'm
Yeah,
about to
this is when I was with you, still like, dude, grinding, hitting it heavy daily, but I just wasn't seeing the results because I was hitting the macros. I was trying as much as I
yeah.
could, but I was still the weekend hit, and I was just going out with my boys and drinking.
Yeah.
And then
And
you can
say like
tell, like, damn, that's crazy, bro.
yeah. And
I
I was
was
like, yeah,
even
like
looking
you
at the pictures today of those videos, and in comparison to where I am today,
yeah.
trying to hit, and it's crazy, bro.
Yeah. And this was 12 weeks ago, right? I mean, you were still doing like probably more than anything because you were doing good. Like 2.5 pounds was like pretty good. But there was like a few weeks where like you plateaued or there was like a 12 day like it was like a almost like a 2 week time period, right? Where you like
Where I
didn't
just,
come through.
yeah,
Yeah. And like I kind of had a feeling what was going on, but I was like, bro, there's no way. I was like, by now, like he knows what time it is. And like he's gonna learn like on his own. Like I'll just give him the message when he's ready for it. And you were ready for a certain time. And I felt like it was just perfect timing, you know what I'm saying? Because you understood like the lesson was thrown in your face, basically. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to like me like preaching or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like that one day we were outside of the gym, like by a little walkway, and then we like talked for
yeah.
like 10, 15 minutes. And so I was like, I just waited. I was like, bro, we'll just go over it then. And like it happens. Like some people they fall off, they never get back on. But I know you'd get back on and then you would be ready to receive that message then and you smashed it. But like let's say like there to even like here you already like moving, you know what I'm saying? Like here you were pretty much moving, but I think in the caption too, I even mentioned it like um oh no, it's not this one, it's in the next one. But that video is like when you just started moving and then but like even here, even that day, I remember like everything where you were just like controlling the weight like so well right there.
Yeah.
Like you can look at your eyes, bro. Like you're already, you know,
Right there, just more locked on focus,
yeah, the breathing, the reps, like everything was just like in a whole
engaging
different,
with the muscle. Yeah.
yeah. And then once you started PRing on the pull-ups and all that stuff, that was when like here, bro.
Dude, that's when I just started getting super excited, bro.
This was game over. But dude, look at your eyes. And obviously look at your body, you know what I'm saying? Like it changed a lot. Like your body, like that there us on a full-on t-shirt, traps, big ass forearms, wide chest, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah, but
That's
look at
crazy,
you
bro.
and just handling business, you know what I'm saying? Like waist size -3 inches, took some progress pics. So at that point you couldn't like, you know what I'm saying? Like you couldn't mess up at that point. Because especially yeah, when you start seeing these numbers, bro, like
Yeah, dude, I knew that I just couldn't, go back on that, bro. That would just be complete betrayal to me and what, I'm doing every day.
yeah,
It's the purpose of waking up at 4 a.m. and getting in the gym and being at the gym by 5 o'clock, and busting
yeah,
ass.
yeah,
So,
no, big time. And then yeah, speak about that with like with work, like you have like you're basically pulling doubles like all the time. You know what I mean? You're
good
like
amount because I mean we are short staffed. So,
yeah. So yeah, how are you like how do you manage that? How do you manage like fitness goals with work basically?
oh man. Well, I mean, I'm still to be honest, I'm still working on it with you.
Yeah.
I told you about the little thing. I don't know if you're gonna put this in, but about the thing here in England and me with my,
Oh yeah, the water.
of germs with water. So,
Yeah.
so having, been meal prepping the best, I actually just told you I went to Costco. I didn't have the card, so they rejected. I waited for my parents. They slid through. So
Yeah.
I got groceries, but I got groceries to make like sandwiches and shit. That's easy.
Uh-huh.
So these past 2 days, I've eaten my macros, but it's been on like sandwiches and shit that I can make. Or sorry, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, stuff that I can make. But the plan is going to. This is where I'm gonna go. The plan is I want to start waking up a little bit earlier,
Uh-huh.
about 3 a.m. now, and I'm gonna start hopefully to make the egg whites in the a.m. as we discuss. To get the early protein.
Uh-huh.
Eat that on the way to the gym. Get to the gym by 5. Start the workout, and then I got to leave the workout by like 6:20, 6:25.
Uh-huh.
Right there I could slam another that one protein shake from the global formulas. um get to work by 7, and then occasionally I will have to work at 7 to 7 if someone calls off, so I'll either have to on hopes be prepared already for that day.
Yeah.
Go to the little cafeteria, snack on some cantaloupe. I do fruits in the AM early. I love that for my carbs. And then after that, I want to have already the ground turkey meal prepped with the rice because I don't want to have that for breakfast. I'll prefer to do that for lunch. A cup of brown rice with the ground turkey. And then for dinner, it would be that meal prep that I already should have of the 93% ground turkey with another cup of rice. And then it was like, I believe 2 cups of fruits.
Yeah.
That's the meal right there for the day.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's perfect. So basically being proactive and just organizing, leaving no guesswork.
Yeah.
Like,
I
yeah,
mean,
just
'cause I
making
already
sure.
know what I have to be consuming. So if I don't have that exact food, I try and, work with what I have, but to make sure that it's still hitting the
Yeah.
protein and, the carbs and the fat to the dot as it
Yeah.
would be as the other meal. So I substitute it to make sure that it's trying to be as close as I can to
Yeah.
eat. Should.
And you've slammed it with that, bro. Like you've done, like I was telling you before, I'm like, bro, you're basically you've gone to this point with like no food. You know what I'm saying? Like you crushed it. Like even, um, like you've done already a lot, like without having like the meal prep stuff. So that's
Yeah.
good. That's like a good skill to have. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'd compare it to like when these Cuban baseball players they're out there and they're playing with like broomsticks and bottle caps and stuff, and then all of a sudden they like once they go to practice and they start using the coach's equipment and they have real baseball bats and they have real cleats, they're just like it's easy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the same thing now that you actually like you have your meal prep, you have your stuff. It's just like a whole nother ball game, you know?
Actually get my meals and I eat, because I'm in there already working out
Yeah.
with you. And then occasionally I'll go work out after work to go finish up on some like cardio maintenance stuff on core, whatever.
Yeah.
So, dude, yeah, literally hitting those 3 meals, getting in all my macros to the dot, it just feels so good because I owe it to myself, after working
Yeah.
out a shit ton.
No,
But
yeah, big time. Because that's what people get wrong too, you know what I mean? Like we always say, like it's like you're in the gym 2 of the 24 hours of the day. You know what I'm saying? That's like less than 10% of your day you're in the gym. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what are you doing outside? That's like conducive to your goals. So that's huge.
Yeah.
And also with this slide, bro, because we do that. We haven't lately with like the music and stuff, but there was
Dude,
like
the
a good like
playlist is so sick.
yeah, good like a good 2 months, bro, of like core, and we're just like bumping corridos. You know what I'm saying? Because we were stoked, bro. Like
Really, bro.
finally, like just everything's moving dope, and we're just fucking bumping music. But like from a cultural standpoint, like how do you feel with fitness? Because I feel like for us, because I'm and like you and I were literally from like the same, not in Mexico, but like say like in Saint Helena, we're from like the same, you could say from the same tribe. You know what I mean? Of like just like Mexican heads, you know what I'm saying? Like literally from the same tribe, bro. Like I'll literally just be chilling at like Vicky's mom's, and all of a sudden your mom comes in, you know what I'm saying? Like we see each other at like
No,
posadas,
yeah,
like
bro.
everything. Like we're actually like, you know what I'm saying? Like we're from the same tribe basically. So like, but I feel like with the stereotype is that well, I mean, even if you look at the data, like we are like technically like the most like we're one of like the most unhealthy like people, you know what I'm saying? Like populations and
Yeah.
demographics. And like there's always like a lot of like confusion with food. Exercise gets kind of like sometimes it gets made fun of, sometimes it doesn't. Like it just depends, you know what I'm saying? But like what's been your experience with like from a cultural standpoint with like being on a fitness journey? Like just how has that been?
Damn. What do you mean? Sorry, like elaborate a little more. Like,
Yeah, so like I'd say like for me, so like from my standpoint, what I've run into is that like my family, like they drink a lot, bro. So there's always kind of like, oh shoot, why is he not drinking? Or like stuff like that. But it's not necessarily, it's not really that bad. It's not really bad pushback. Like I've never really gotten it. They've respected it like times 10. You know what I'm saying? Because like, well, I mean, they see kind of what I've like been able to do and all that, and they see like, oh shoot, like this fool's actually like he's good at it. Like he's good at fitness and nutrition. You know what I'm saying? So they kind of respect it.
yeah,
But
of
then
course. So,
people,
for me, the
yeah.
biggest thing would be, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, no,
Sorry.
you're good. No, yeah, I was
Uh,
literally just finishing. I was literally just saying that from a family standpoint, that's kind of been my experience, and then from a friend standpoint, they've been good. Sometimes they would kind of like poke fun of it at it. And non-friends, like mutual friends who aren't my friends, they've been pretty like they've pushed back against it pretty hard and been kind of like, oh, this fool's whack or whatever. But like my friends, like they've all been cool. Sometimes they'd poke fun at it, just like being funny, or like even today, like I mean, but it's just like relajo, you know, it's not like actual, they're not actually like hurtful or anything. But
well, I
yeah, what
get,
about
yeah.
you?
I mean, well, for me, I'd say, man, I mean, family wise, I mean, I've always been bigger, always growing up, so they've always seen it.
Mhm.
So if anything, I mean, now that I've on my fitness journey, they've supported me,
Yeah,
because they see that I'm making a change for myself.
yeah,
There's been like no discrimination or discourage from them.
yeah,
If anything, it's just been positive stuff. But I mean, from other people from the outside, within our family and friends group, I mean, if I mean, it hasn't been, for me at least, it has not been difficult whatsoever because, I've had support from everyone just because I've always been bigger. So,
yeah,
they just see a change in me and, it's all support and love from everyone.
yeah,
But, like when it comes to food and drinking and stuff like that, they will, offer stuff, but I just got to have that discipline to say no. You
yeah,
and then after a while, they'll understand and respect, after saying no for so long. But yeah, dude. I mean, to be honest, for me, I really haven't had no difficulties, but I do,
mhm.
see how people have been, discriminated in the past, just or discouraged, because you're like, dude, you're like, I mean, me back then when I would try and work out with old friends would be like, dude, like, how are you gonna be munching on like these big
Yeah,
meals like burritos and stuff and trying to power through fitness? Like, you shouldn't even be doing that. Like, don't mix it too, bro. Like, either choose one or the other path. And for me,
yeah,
it always like kind of hurt in the past. But now that I'm like doing the complete opposite, and like now that I know where I'm going with my fitness journey, I I really do. I haven't experienced any of that. I just
yeah,
ignore it either so well or don't pay attention to those people, dude. That's kind of what you got to do.
yeah. No, and that's super
I
healthy.
don't know if I answered your question, but yeah, that's what. To be honest, that's just for me, bro. Like it's been low key kind of a breeze.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's solid. And yeah, it's good to hear because I feel like, yeah, like for me, I'd say it's been like 80-20. And I feel like sometimes with girls, bro, girls will get like it'll be like 50-50, like especially with the raza, because also like the thing with like the girls that they want them to if they start setting boundaries for themselves that like their parents didn't set or something like that, they're kind of like their like parents start to freak out. You know what I'm saying? Just like on
Yeah.
some Mexican shit because they like want the daughter to just like the daughter's the yes girl. You know what I'm saying? Like she like oh like ¿Cómo vas a decirles que no a la gelatina or something like that? You know what I mean? Like something like that. And it's like so that's a
They're rude or something like that. No, I get
yeah. And at the end of the day, that's not even like a real problem, you know what I mean? But like it technically it is a problem because like people still they just kind of cave in and it's their nature. That's how they were raised to just like say yes to everything. But yeah, I mean, I think that's good. And also like with girls too, what I've seen is just like other girls like get super jealous. Like I know like people who like girls that I've trained will be like, oh yeah, I was coming out of the store with like my boyfriend or my husband, and then this girl was like, why are you looking at my man's and shit? And she's like, bro, I wasn't even like near them, you know what I'm saying? But it's low-key just like that because they come in looking crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, because obviously you can see like testimonials for like basically everybody, guys and girls on the page, but like when girls are pulling up to the store just fucking dripped out, fresh, like you know what I'm saying, like built, you know what I mean? And girls are kind of like, oh, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? So I've seen that happen, but that's good that you've had that support. And I think that's huge. That's important, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a beautiful thing, but you know, it's not surprising either. Cause like I said, we're from like the same, we're gonna have a similar experience because we're from like the same like
yeah,
family group basically.
yeah.
But
Oh
yeah.
yeah, I'll be seeing you at hella like functions for sure.
But yeah, we're just like, and then as far as waking up early, like what would you say to someone who's like, oh well, I'm busy, I work at 8, like I can't get up on time or whatever. Like, what would you say about like waking up early?
Dude, it's amazing waking up early. Like
Yeah.
this video, bro, right here, like makes me happy.
Yeah.
I love I love waking up early in the fucking morning and feeling that pain, you know? I love
Yeah.
starting my day, rough like that, and then going to work, and then the rest of the day just being a breeze.
Yeah.
It's honestly a mental thing, dude.
Yeah.
You gotta get up and go. Honestly,
Yeah.
cheesy or cliche as it sounds, I get up and I'm like, all right, let's go. Time to kill it today.
Yeah.
And slap on my shoes, get ready, get dressed, brush my teeth, and head out. Like,
Yeah.
but I remember for the longest time ever, I hated waking up early. I couldn't, but dude, all that just got to change, mentally. Like, you really got to want it. You got to like have the desire to attack this, like to want to commit to something bigger. That's
Yeah.
what I'm committed to right now, bro. So, I mean, it's going to be difficult for people, but you got to tell yourself you can do it. Just get your ass up.
Yeah. No, yeah, for sure. Like you said, bro, like it literally, like you, how you said, that video makes me happy. And like I love waking up early now. And it's just because like, do you know what you're gonna do that day too? Like, like, oh, okay, like I did a pull-up PR last week. Today's pull day. So like that, you know what I'm saying?
I
Like
look
you're
forward to it, bro. I'll
exactly.
honestly go to sleep. And, sometimes I won't even be able to go to sleep because I'll be excited to wake up, the next morning to hit
Yeah.
a whole day, PR and pull ups or, either in back squat,
Yeah.
barbell row. Dude, honestly, I just look forward to waking up and working out.
Yeah. And then just doing this too, like right there, that's a big volume day. So like we're doing what, like 25, 20, 20 stuff like the high sets, high reps, you know what I'm saying, per set.
Yeah,
And just like having that feeling of like your stomach basically about to like fall out of your body, you know what I mean? Like before work, bro, like that shit, like nothing at work is gonna stress you out more than what you just went through, like right
honestly,
there. You know what I'm saying? So it makes the rest of the day hella easy.
it does. Dude, she's killing it, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn.
And that was like a while ago too. That wasn't even like the most recent video was crazy. But yeah, but even here, I'm saying, bro, like that day too, I remember just filming. I think that's the same video we were watching earlier with the bench press, but even just look at your body, bro. Complete like look at that. You see like the triceps, the
Yeah.
lat. Like look at how your shirt is fucking folding right here, bro. That's like, you know what I mean? Like, dude, that's crazy, bro.
I remember
Like,
I used to like fill that shirt in, bro. Like,
yeah,
just wasn't good.
yeah. And just the stats too, bro. Like obviously the looks, like they're super important, but even just the stats, because this was from basically from New Year, right? Around New Year's, you were like 179, right?
And around New Year's, yeah.
Yeah, like December when we first started.
But no, I just not this for me to you, but
Yeah.
like genuinely, bro, like I respect,
Yeah.
you respecting me, with my journey with this, like in terms of what to post and whatnot,
Yeah.
because I feel like every time we chop it up, I chop it up with you as a homie level, and obviously you're being a great coach, and mentoring me
Yeah.
through this. Me and my background, what how where I come from and whatnot. But dude, literally just having you by my side and like every day just hearing the same thing and just killing it daily, attacking, all this, bro. Like it's a mental battle, dude. And just having you by
Yeah.
my side has been awesome, dude.
No,
You know,
you bro. I appreciate it. But yeah, bro, of course. I mean, as a man, though, bro, because think about even like, because yeah, bro, I mean, for sure, like, yeah, it's genuine. Like, obviously, like, yeah, we do like it's work too. It's like whatever, but like, it's more like this basically just like happened. Like, you know what I mean? Like, from like a work standpoint, like, it just happens to be work, but it's because this is literally like who I am. You know what I'm saying? Because I was in the same thing where I was like, fuck, like, how, like, what do I do? Like, I want to change too. I need to change. You know what I'm saying? So I started doing all the same stuff. And then obviously, like, we've run it like even as youngins, you know what I'm saying? When we were like in high school and stuff. So,
yeah.
like, it's not like some transactional weird shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Like,
it's
this is, I
genuine.
know we've
Yeah.
already done this in the past, and the way it just happened recently, bro,
Yeah.
like it flowed naturally, and it was perfect timing.
Yeah. No, yeah, for sure, bro. But yeah, I think, I mean, but what do you think? Like if someone doesn't have like a supportive figure in their life, like if they don't have a coach or they don't have like a homie, like what would be like the first steps? Like you think it's a non-negotiable, like to have an unsupportive circle, or what do you think? Because I feel like you do have to have like a supportive circle to some extent.
I mean, you absolutely do. You absolutely do need to have a supportive circle, but man, dude, I mean, it's just difficult, bro. You just gotta. It's because I mean, because I don't know what all you're recording, what you're gonna use, but I mean, for me to you, I mean, you can use what you want to use, but
Yeah.
I mean, because dude, like you do need a support system. You absolutely do.
Yeah.
Everyone plays a part in your life, you know. And then in terms of like what you decide to put in your body is one thing. What you decide to do on your free time, go work out, that's another thing. And like having friends that are athletic and love to work out, go hang out with those friends, put
Yeah.
yourself to work out, so work with what you've got, but as you're going through your journey, learn who to bring in and who to take out or step away from, so
Yeah.
that it works out for you. But I mean, definitely, having your parents, just talk with them. They can be your little support system. If you don't have any friends or people that are tight with you like that, reach out to another coach.
Yeah.
But sometimes it is difficult working with coaches that you don't know and you'd rather meet in person. um but definitely do reach out,
Yeah.
to a mentor, if you don't have that support system. But if you do have a support system but they're not helping you the best, and
Yeah.
just make it crystal clear what your goals are, and they either help you rise or you step away.
Yeah, no, yeah, for sure. And that's a good way to put it, 'cause especially as we get older too, it can't just be like you can't hang with fools just for like entertainment anymore. You know what I'm saying? It can't
I
just be
don't
like,
got time to waste like that anymore,
yeah, yeah, hell yeah. And like, cause even like when let's say if I'm with homies and we're just like dying from laughing and shit, like there's still fools that I trust like on a Wednesday afternoon if I like really need something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'll be with homies like just fucking joke after joke after joke after joke. And then like a Thursday will roll around. I'm like, yo, bro, I hella need like some help, like with a car or moving some stuff or whatever. And they'll be like, no, yeah, bro, I got you, my uncle this. Like, hold up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Get him on the line,
All
get us
good.
in contact. Just, you know what I'm saying? Like, work like nothing, get the job done. Call me again, like, hey, bro, how'd it go with my uncle? Oh, bro, dope. Yeah, bro, yeah. No, yeah, bro, anything you need, let me know. You know what I'm saying? And like, yeah, you need people like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it can't just be like fools that you're just gonna be out here cracking up with. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
Exactly.
and yeah, bro, I agree. And even and I'd say like from a coaching standpoint too, I think that I was thinking like yesterday, I was like, damn, well, Because this doesn't, I've told you before, I'm like, bro, the coaching doesn't even feel like work to me, bro. Like right now, I guess with like school, just keeping the tools sharp and like getting things even better. Because obviously, like I'm NASM certified with all that stuff, and they're like the best academy and all that. But I'm still like in university, like for nutrition and all that.
Mhm.
And sometimes like the schoolwork will be kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like I already do this daily, bro. Like I'm not trying to like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
but it helps because then it's just like it's reps, you know what I'm saying? It's like Mayweather, like when he's in the ring, like how he says he just sees all the shots coming because he's done it so many times. Like how many times as a kid, not even as a 28 or a 30 or a 34-year-old, just as a kid, how many times did he probably pull up to the gym just because like he had to be disciplined, you know what I'm saying? And he still saw the same
that's
shots. So
just
now
going through motions. He already knows what's going on.
yeah. So now that he's like 34, or when he was like 34 and he was fighting like all these crazy fools back to back to back to back, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? It's just clockwork. It's like second nature. So it's the same thing. Like right now, like when homies will send me, like anybody within the training program, right? Like they'll send me like, hey, bro, like I'm out of town or whatever. Like I'm about to eat brunch with my family. What do I do to replace like my second meal of the day? Like I can dude, like that, literally. And like even like ask them, bro. Like ask the homies, you know what I'm saying? It's literally just on command.
Yeah,
Just because I'm getting all these reps in. So I'd say that's like the hardest part from a coaching standpoint. And then but the second part would be dealing with like the first 2 weeks basically of a client who has been burned in the past, or like they're like kind of like uncomfortable for whatever reason, just because it's like you said, it can be intimidating to just all of a sudden like work with someone on like something very, very personal.
yeah.
Especially if you don't really know them, you don't have a connection with them, you never met them in person, it can be hard. But yeah, like you said, bro, you kind of just be clear, like literally just be clear about your goals, be honest, be like, yo, it's kind of what I want. Like these are kind of my doubts right now. These are my experiences. And even the most recent people that like I've talked to, like that's kind of we've just had like a really clear conversation. And I'm not weird about it either. Cause again, I don't really approach it too much like a business. From like an organizational standpoint on the back end, I do, but from like a people standpoint, not really. I'm not like thinking like, oh, this person's just wasting my time, like beep, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. I actually like work through it with the people. Like I really don't care. Like there's no stupid questions, there's no time consuming questions. It's like, dude, it's no game to
That's
like,
one thing I really like about you too.
yeah,
You know, you're really straightforward with all that. You
yeah,
always ask you like, "Hey, bro, like, what do you think about this? Like, should I be eating this?" And I'll be like, "Bro, my bad. You know, I feel like I'm annoying you." You're like, "Nah, it's all good. Ask
yeah,
as many questions as you want."
yeah,
I genuinely respect the hell out of that. You know?
yeah. No, yeah, for sure. Because yeah, bro, like literally, dude, I've had so many people die from like not knowing the information that they need to know. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how am I gonna like hold a game back, basically? You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, like I said, it doesn't even feel like work. So why would I hold it back? You know what I'm saying? It's literally I'm doing it 15 times in 30 minutes for like a homework session, and then I'm doing it another 5 times at an even higher level during like a coaching period in an evening. You know what I'm saying? So um yeah, bro. It's the best. Like it's literally the best feeling in the world, bro. Just like coaching people and the things they'll say, you know what I'm saying? Like first time doing like first pull up ever, stuff like that. First pull up, first vein. Like, dude, that's huge, bro. Like people will be like, yo, bro, like I used to like my body stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like they'll
Yeah,
be like, dude, I've never seen a vein like ever, you know what I'm saying? But now they got like the muscle and like the
dude, that was literally me, bro. Like
yeah.
like a year ago when I started. You know,
Yeah.
I was like at like 200 pounds, bro. So going from that to working out and being super dedicated, seeing the forearm vein, you know, to the bicep vein,
Yeah.
cutting down, bro, has been fucking insane.
Yeah, just stacking like one dub on top of the other. Because it's like, dude, it's impossible. Like once you get one win, you literally just want more, and then
I'm
like you just
addicted,
figure
bro.
it
I
out.
can't stop right now, you know,
Yeah,
because I'd be disappointed if I went back. I mean, I can't go back, you
yeah, no,
know.
exactly. That's the
Like
thing too. Yeah, what was it?
I said, I just can't, you know, got to make it a lifestyle
Yeah,
and implement this. It's just keep going.
yeah, hell yeah. But yeah, if you had to say right now, we're pretty close to five. But like, what would you say? Let's say there was 3 pointers. Like if you had to restart, let's say all of a sudden you were 200 pounds again, and you wanted to get down to 160, and you had only, let's say, 4 months to do it. Like what would day one look like? Like how would you set yourself up? What would be like the mistakes you've made in the past that you say, I'll never do this again? What are the good things that you've done that you're like, I'm gonna like get this squared away on day one?
Damn. Okay. Well, definitely I'd want to find out what macros I should be hitting.
Mm,
That's the recipe right there. Start off with that. It's the game plan.
mm,
And then just from there, keep it very simple. I'm not going to complicate anything. So the meals, straightforward, keep it. I mean, at least for me, I'll keep it at ground turkey, stuff that's super easy to make, quick and easy. Um, Going to the gym bright and early, definitely, because at least for me, getting up and going to do it later in the day, just I'm already tired. I'm,
yeah,
up from the day. So I'd rather just kill it through the morning. Now that I've done it, I know how I feel, and great stuff will come with that.
yeah,
And definitely, just cutting the alcohol,
mm,
or reducing it as much as I could, but
yeah,
just completely cutting it out is obviously a way better choice. But that would be, game changer because I feel like that's what puts on the most fat, like at least in the chin area and then like all over your body. I've noticed with alcohol, at least like
yeah,
some influencers that I watch as well, I've seen them like completely get off the horse and then they go back at it, and I
yeah,
ask them what they do differently. So I mean, just definitely not drinking and then getting to sleep,
yeah. No, I gotta sleep.
mandatory, because when I was doing that split of 4 hours, it was disgusting. It just
Yeah,
didn't help my body whatsoever. And then, definitely reaching out to someone, just to lock on,
yeah,
be a friend or a mentor, that wants to get back at it. I mean, at least for me. But if
yeah,
you obviously couldn't reach out to someone, then just attack yourself with your little circle that you got.
yeah. No, hell yeah. Start with the other people we already got, siblings, whoever, like whoever's just down for the challenge. And at the end of the day, like especially like I feel like as a guy too, like you definitely need fools that are like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you should want the challenge because at the end of the day, like if you're at a family party, who's gonna get called on to like move the ice chest? You know what I'm saying? Like the heavy ass ice chest, you gotta like your aunt is all stressed out. She just planned your cousin's quinceañera, and there's like saying all the dads are outside doing
That's
whatever,
the thing too,
and
when
you
you
gotta
look
move.
good, you feel good,
Yeah, yeah. So
look
yeah,
the
bro.
part and play the part.
Yes, sir. But like, what else? What else would you want to say? Like, what would be important for like, let's say if there's like another client, or let's say there's another like group member watching this, or someone who's like wants to start a journey, and just like, what's like a final thought you'd leave them with?
Honestly, you just got to commit to it, but commit to yourself most importantly. Don't be afraid. Obviously you're going to have that fear, but that fear should drive you to
Hmm.
power through and, defeat all these, little demons or challenges that you got to surpass,
Yeah,
and you owe it to yourself, most importantly to be healthy and fit.
yeah,
So I mean, there's no reason not to start, like you should, you should start is what I'm saying. Sorry, I don't
yeah,
know if I said that
yeah,
correctly.
yeah. No, I get you because yeah, from every you can make an argument from every side, bro. It's like from a practical standpoint, like it's wise to be healthy because you're not at the doctors, you're not sluggish at work, you're doing better output, period. You're a better, more productive human being. And then obviously you live longer and you feel better, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You do something that's very rewarding and like at the end of the day, you're fucking proud of yourself, you know?
Yep. Just
Yes.
stacking up all those little wins, throughout your day of knowing that you got up early in the morning at, I mean, for me, 4 or 5 a.m.
Mm.
and, attacking my workout in the morning. That's already a win that I'm taking through the AM. I go to work, I get in my 20,000 steps. That's another win.
Yeah. Yeah.
Work, I'll go get in another workout's another win. By the time I'm like, ready to sleep or do whatever, dude, I've got all these wins that I've stacked up through the day, and I feel accomplished. I'm
Yeah.
excited. I can go to sleep peacefully, knowing
Yeah.
I didn't let myself down, and I just feel good overall.
Yeah. No, bro, that's perfect.